Hey guys, just wanted to bring you a quick example of a Case 1 arrival here in Tacview for reference. This is me in the F-18 right here, Abraham Lincoln ship over here, coming in pretty much almost on the reciprocal of the BRC. So we're going to be joining the Marshall stack, which is a left-hand turn, as you recall, off the carrier, on a tangent and within 5 miles. So I'll just hit play here. Here we go. Coming down to 2,000 feet. Now normally approach would assign you an altitude to fly. Since there's no other traffic, 2,000 is the lowest in the Marshall stack, so that's what I picked. And I was a little bit too close to the carrier there, so just widened out just a touch. And 3.5 miles to the carrier here. So anywhere within 5 is good for the Case 1 Marshall stack. Staying at 2,000 feet. And I'm also going to slow down in the Marshall stack. You should be at your best endurance speed, which for me in this particular case, according to the FPAS page, was 0.35 Mach. I didn't quite get all the way down there just because it did seem ridiculously slow, but you know, that's where you should be. So again, keeping it within 5 miles the whole way around. And the way the AI in DCS works is coming up here, it'll call overhead, and that's when I get signal Charlie. So when I get signal Charlie, that's my cue to commence. But you can't descend on the forward side of the Marshall stack. You have to be after the ship. So we complete the first half of the Marshall stack circle once we pass the ship, and then go down to 800 feet once we're on the other side. So here we go over the ship. And then as well, once we get signal Charlie and we get past the tail end of the ship, we can take a cut out 30 degrees away from the ship in order to widen out, because we're also going to be increasing our speed to 350 knots for the brake. So we're going to need a bit bigger of a radius to turn in on, so you'll see me do that as well. Coming around here. Had to tighten it down just a little bit. That wasn't quite tight enough turn there. You can see I'm already behind the ship there, so I just leveled out on the 130 cut out there. Increasing speed to 350 knots. And then we come back around through the turn. Ideally, you want to arrive at about 3 miles astern of the ship. That's the initial. And at 800 feet, 350 knots. In this case, I do go outside of 5 miles, but because I've already commenced, that's fine. Coming around, just about down to 800 feet. And rolling out on the BRC, just to the right outboard of the ship. You should be able to see the ship on the way by to make sure the deck is clear. There's 800 feet. And in the brake, you should be pulling 10% of your airspeed in Gs, so starting at 3.5 Gs and then decreasing as your speed decreases, down to below 250 for the gear and flaps. There's the brake. Once we get established on the down one, you go down to 600 feet. Gear flaps out. And then once you're after the ship, passing the fantail, you start your turn in. 30-degree angle of bank should do it. And I overdo it a little bit here. I think I end up a little bit to the left of the center line, but you can correct that. 500 feet here. And then rolling up behind the ship at about 400 feet. 3/4 of a mile, so I'm a little bit long in the groove, but not too... Actually, you know what? That's not too bad. This would be Hornet Ball. And down you come to the carrier. And that's it. That is a Case 1 arrival. If you fail to snag a wire and you bolt her, then all you got to do is climb back out to 600 feet, re-enter the landing pattern, and try it again. Presuming there are no other aircraft that are going to cause conflicts for you. After a bolter, it is your responsibility to separate from other aircraft, so... if you have to climb up to 1200 for a spin pattern, that's what you do, but with no one else around, you'd stay at 600 feet, come in and do the approach again. Alright, and that's going to be it. Good luck, have fun, guys.